Hi everyone. I thought I would scrapbook this photo of me and my husband. He used to have an old-time photo studio, well, in a few different places. And this was called the bathtub pictures. Now we're actually fully dressed, and that's why our hands and arms are covering my tube top. It's like, you know, all magic tricks. So anyhow, the big photo I have, it was actually an 8 by 10 when we had it taken, but it was starting to deteriorate, so I thought I better just photograph it and print it out. So today I'm going to use an old paper from my stash. It is by K & Company, and it's called Blocker Print Flat Paper. I have no idea what that means, but it's this. So I'm going to use a piece of that. I'm going to be using this. It is from, oh, it's a vintage style paper, and I used part of it in a picture of my husband previously with an old-time photo, but I can't remember what it was. And then this is some old paper that I bought. It's at 8.5 by 11, and this is from Simple Stories, the Simple Vintage Ancestries, and I'm going to be using, well, a little more than half of this. And then I have this one here. It's from Asuka, and it is their weathered wood and crystals. So the back looks like this. And I'm also going to be using, this is from Dorothy's something, maybe Addict's Treasures or something, I don't know. But it looks like clothing hanging on a line. I'm going to be using that. I have a washboard, and these are so old in my stash. These are probably these little embellishments are probably 20 years old. And there's a water pitcher and bowl, and a little scrub brush and a soap. And then I have a label also from the Simple Vintage Ancestries. So, oh, and then I have a doily. There was a big flower on it, and I used that for something else. And so this was the doily I had left. It was from a swap. And so I couldn't take these off without ripping it. So I'm just going to tuck them in because I think I'm going to use that. Oh, and I also have this wash tub. And then my title's going to be Bath 5 cents. And because I know he had posters in his shop that said like Bath 5 cents or something like that. So I thought that would be a cute title too. So I'm going to cut down these papers, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my papers cut down, and first I'm going to mat this kind of in the middle of this. That looks like the middle. Let me see if it's straight. You know what job this is for me. Okay, that is close. Okay, it looks like over just a smidge. Let me make sure it's still straight again. Okay, I think that's it there. Let me look this way. Could this be the most difficult thing for me? I think so. That looks straight. I'm leaving it. Okay. Now, and then I'm going to put this up at the top of this, kind of so that this part has the same margin, because I want to be able to put bath down here. So I think just underneath that first sentence, whatever it may say, I have no idea. It looks like scribbling to me. Okay. And I think that looks like it's straight. I bet you guys just cringe every time I drag out the T-square. I know I do. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I'm gonna call it good. Okay, and then I am putting this kind of, I want that kind of center too. Now this is one of my favorite things, but this is wider than usual. But if you see in this picture, there's wood here, there's wallpaper here, and I don't remember, but there was probably wood then on the other side. So I'm just kind of mimicking that. And I'm gonna just try to get it in the middle here. These colors look so good with this wood. Whoops. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I do want to do that. I want to see if it's about the same. Okay, 1 inch and 3/8. 1 inch and 3/8. Woohoo! Can't tell you how excited I am about that. Okay, and then how far do I want that up? Maybe about 3.5. And I'm gonna pull it over to one side. Oh, I don't even want to do that yet because I want to put this on here. And I'm just gonna leave a little bit of this pattern on this side. And I'm gonna put this right here because this is pretty flimsy. And so I just want a little bit of that paper, my wallpaper I'm gonna call it, showing on that side. It's almost straight. Okay, that looks good there. And then this I'm gonna pull more to one side than the other. And I know I want it down far enough that I can get this little clothesline up here. You know, I was very into collecting vintagey things, even though it's like, I guess this is where I'm gonna use it. But I've collected them for years. I just love vintage. So I think that's right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape that down too. And it looks like it was right about on top of this little detail line above this little horse here. So I'm going to figure that's about a spot. Okay, do I have it straight? Okay, that looks like it's straight. Okay. And is it straight in my photo? Because I noticed that when I was looking at before I posted the last thing when I was running the video back, it's like, oh, I wasn't even straight. Okay, I'm gonna put this on first because to me this looks like it's gonna be the hardest part. And maybe I should glue this down first because I'm gonna go over all of this. I drew right outside the lines. the other part of that I can do later. I just need to glue down anything that's going to be in the way of this clothesline. Do you think I can take credit for hanging a clothesline today? I always hated hanging stuff outside because I was so freaked out that there might be a spider in it when I brought it in. Because my mom, she used to always hang out sheets, and then it was like, oh my gosh, what if there's spiders? Yeah, I don't feel any better about it. Mostly because I can just throw it in the dryer. And also, my husband is a longer guy. Gotta love that. Oh, I'm trying to close up this glue. I'm still here. I haven't disappeared. Okay. Oh, and here's something I did because I want that doily in here. Is it too late? I might have to do some creative cutting to get that in there. Let's see if I can do that. Terry, Terry, Terry. Because I want that in here. Let's see if I can, how far I need to get it in there. I'm gonna have to cut it more than that. Hopefully I didn't mess up the point of no return on that. Okay. Okay, I think that's about where I want it, hopefully. Because I didn't want too much of it sticking out, but enough of it that I can tell it's there. Okay, I need the glue again. Okay, sorry about that. All these little things that mess with the amount of time. I'm trying to keep it shorter. I mean, sometimes it gets longer just due to whatever the design is, I guess. Okay, I think that's good. Now for the worst part, I got to put the lid on. My little pin that goes into my thing kind of wiggles, so that's kind of a hassle. Kind of slows me down. Okay, and so I want it way over here to the edge of the wood and then up here, and maybe I can just kind of pull off part of it at a time, because this is one of those clear ones that are clingy. So where am I going to need to start it? About here, and so kind of where this little foggy part on the wood is, because I know that once it grabs, it's stuck there. In fact, it kind of freaks me out to do this while everybody's watching. Will it be worse? Only if I mess it up. Can't be any worse than the day I dumped water on my layout, right? Okay, hopefully it's getting to the end. Oh, I might have to curve it. Oh, I might have to bring it to an end. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up and see what I can do. I think my curve went a little too far, or didn't go curvy enough, or whatever. I'm gonna just try pulling it up and kind of turning it a little. Okay, I promise never to do one of these while everybody's watching. Okay, I guess this is what not to do. This is my case of what not to do. At least the nice thick papers are not, or you know, they are still letting me pull it up, but it's still going in the wrong direction. So I am going to cut it off right here. Oops, where am I? Okay, I'm going to cut it off right here. And then I'm going to cut this little knot off because I want this in my picture or in my layout where it's tied off. And I'm going to put this back on here. Maybe I'll use it for something else someday. Or can I just tilt it this way? Let's see. I don't know, but I just want it going that way. No. Okay. Let me see. I really got to tilt it a lot more than I wanted it. Oh well, you know, when you play with something like this, sometimes that's just the way it is. I thought I had the right curve on it, but I did not. I sure wanted that little dress and that other dish towel hanging on there. But it's already stuck to that. I mean, this is the one that's holding me up. The rest of it looked like it would pull up. But I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it. Sometimes the sticker wins. As much as I hate to think that. Okay. Okay. It's still gonna be cute. Even though it's not just the right place I wanted it. Okay, now I'm going to put down this little, this must have all been from the same set because this is one of those sticky ones, or transparent ones too. And I am gonna stick this, I think, right here on the edge. I should have actually just, here's my suggestion if you were doing this. Take your, take this and just put it on paper and cut it out. That would have worked better, I'm sure. Because I always feel like I gotta burnish all this until you can't see that it's transparent, but you're kind of seeing through everything anyway, so that probably would have worked better. Okay, and I've got this little bar of soap. I'm just gonna put it here. And the little brush on top of it. Now I don't know if they'd ever use, like, well, maybe when they scrub your back or something, I don't know. It just looks like a laundry brush or something to me for scrubbing floors. But anyway, I'm gonna use it anyway. Okay, and I don't know if I want this like leaning up against like the, what I'm calling my wallpaper, and this in front of it. Or do I want it like this? Yell out so I can hear you. What would you do? Or on this side? Maybe back there, because you can't, it doesn't look like it's tilted, but maybe if you can't see the legs of it, maybe it'll kind of give that illusion. So I'm gonna put it behind it, and I still want this, maybe, do I want it overlapping or just here? I think I'll just put it there. So I'm just gonna tilt it here. And again, you can kind of, well, this one you're not seeing through as much as I can see, you know, the writing through that. I have to bring out my bone folder. Okay. Then I'm putting the wash tub in front of it. I remember my mom having one of the, she had one of these. She must have had an old wringer washer at first. I don't know. She had Otherwise one maybe that she just did like hand wash in, because she had a square one. But I don't really remember that kind of, you know, like a wringer washer or anything at the house, but it might have been when I was really little. I know my grandma had a wringer washer. Okay, and now I need my bath 5 cents. So there's just enough room for it. Okay. And I think these letters are just perfect. They look like might be on a sign in the Old West. And again, you know, it's like I take my stickers out of the bag, and so I always forget what they are, where they're from. But sometimes, lots of times I get them at Hobby Lobby. And then sometimes I have to order some. I'd really like to have all my words already just spelled out in different fonts. Every word I'm ever going to use. That would be neat. That's why I love those foam ones. I hope I can, I only have one set of them, so I'm hoping it's something that they have a word that I'm going to use one of these days. But you know, not too many title things have bath 5 cents. Oh, and this is totally a MacGyvered set sign. Let's see, can I show it to you? It's got, I've got an envelope here with pictures in it. I had to use a C, and then I used an I or something and cut parts of it to make my cent, because nothing had a cent sign. They had dollar signs. Cent signs are pretty rare. In fact, there were in, I don't think, anything of mine. So we have a MacGyvered one. I'm getting really good at MacGyvering letters. The one I did yesterday had MacGyvered letters too. Just what you gotta do when you run out of the right letter. So this is the only MacGyvered one on this one. See, you use a small enough title. Then it works. Okay, is there any way I can get that on there? I don't know, maybe I'll put it over there. We'll see. Okay, and the year that this photo was taken was 1998, so I'm gonna put that on here. And this is that little tag from the vintage, or the Simple Vintage Ancestry. It was in the little book, and I have to say they're super thin. I know everybody who's purchased them really complains about them, and I'm with them. Totally with them. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up, and I am gonna see if I can just put it over here like it's like you can't see the upper part of it, and make it look like it just come down from here, and make it look like it's a plan. Nobody will know, but me and you guys. I know my secret's safe with you. And I'm just gonna stick this right here. It'll just look like it goes out of the scene and then hangs over here. Okay, so now I just have to cut off some more stuff here. Okay. And now alls I am gonna put some enamel dots on this, just kind of bring this blue around a little more. This like turquoisey color. And I know that there would not be enamel dots in this scene, but I like the idea of pulling a little more of this turquoise in. Oh, and they're hard to get off. I need to cut my nails. Hopefully the next time you see me, I'll have them done again. I keep thinking about it. Just haven't done it. Okay, and I'm gonna stick a few over here. Okay, my camera turned off, so I just went ahead and put the enamel dots on, and I will have close-ups at the end, but here you can kind of see it pretty good like this, but I'll still put close-ups at the end. And thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Remember, if you like it, give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bye-bye.